after you've collected your silhouettes, you're going to open up a document in Adobe Animate. You can use the default dimensions 550 by 400, or you can use the 1280 by 720. I would suggest, if you're going to export it as an animated GIF, do the smaller one, and then if we're going to do it as a video, you'll do the bigger one. So just whatever I instruct you to do, the particular year you're watching this, then follow that direction. So here is my document, and I already started it. So you'll have 2 layers, so make sure you make 2 layers. One will be for the image you're going to trace, and one will be for your drawing. So I named mine trace and graphic, but you could do, let's do image and drawing. I think that's actually a little bit more clear, so I'm just going to change those. Just make sure you know which is which. And I have my drawing layer hidden right now, and you can see I have the silhouette on this layer ready for me to trace. You are not using the image from the internet to transform. You're using it to trace over and then use your drawing to transform. Okay? So to get those images in, we have this tab called the library. It's actually on most of your layouts. It'll be right next to properties. And you can add images, sound, different types of media to your library. So here's my silhouettes. I started with a dinosaur example in another class, so I have a few dinosaurs in there. But you just click and drag them in and they'll pop up in your library, so you have them and they're ready to use. So all I did once I was ready for the dog is I clicked and dragged the dog in right from my library like this. And from 1 to 1 second, I'm going to keep the theme of doing every second. You can use your judgment. If you want to do every 2 seconds, that's fine. Up to you. But from 1 to 1 second, it'll end up holding, and then 1 to 2 seconds, it'll transform. So that means right after 2 seconds, it'll be a new animal. So if you want to set up all the silhouettes ahead of time, I can press F6 at 2 seconds, and then delete the dog, and put in the cat. And I can transform the cat. And there you go. Now I'm ready to trace the cat. So you'll put the silhouette in every 2 seconds or so, whatever you decide. And I actually had already started this, so that's why it's a little off. But you can see that I have on this layer the dog traced on frame 1. And then I made the copy to start the transformation. I made the copy of what I wanted to end the transformation, which was the cat that I traced over. And then I put the shape tween in between it. Okay? So then on this one, I would keep the cat, press F6, and press delete. And I'm going to replace it with something else. So let me press F6 on the image layer, delete, and say I was going to do this cat next. Put that in where I want it. Now I can go here, go to my brush, and trace this cat. Okay, make sure you're on the right layer when you're doing the drawing. If you're not seeing the paint, it's probably because you're on the wrong layer. Okay, so that's basically how you go about doing this. When you're done, obviously save the project, and we'll also export it as we've done the other ones. If you have any questions, let me know.